Market Monday, we have an absolute doozy of a video. The market is in shambles right now. We'll get into why, but your content schedule, nothing out of the ordinary. Gridiron Guardians Release 2, still no Team Diamonds, more than likely gonna be next Thursday, but your AKAs for this week and more offensive players. We now have had 4 straight set offensive players for AKAs. First up, Chris McCaffrey, run CMC 89 overall, and then Sweet Feet, Charles Cross. I always thought Sweet Feet was, I think it was, James White, the running back for the Patriots for a long time, the receiving back, but the bombshell today, why the market is in shambles. Andrew Luck is back in Madden for the first time since he retired and got a tribute card in Madden 20. He gets the captain from his infamous, Twitter burner parody account, not his burner, parody account, sorry, but he is an LTD. He is an LTD, and well, his price, very expensive. Now, he is the best quarterback in the game by a long shot. I've already talked to a lot of comp players. They say he's the best. It's not even close. He's at 1.4 mil. The problem with Andrew Luck, and the reason why I'm hesitant to buy right now, is that we are getting a Trevor Lawrence. This has actually been confirmed. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, unless there's a part 3, this Thursday as a champion. The reason we know that, Mutt Leaks tweeted out a 89 overall Gridiron Guardians, Gridiron Guardians champion pack like last Friday, and it has Trevor Lawrence on the cover of the pack, which means he's going to be a champion. So I could easily see Trevor Lawrence getting announced right Wednesday night or Thursday morning, and Andrew Luck dropping like under $1 million. That's where I really want to buy him. I gotta buy him for, elims this weekend. He is the best quarterback in the game. He'll hold his value, but if you're thinking like investment, right, buy him tomorrow afternoon, second day. Hold your horses. He's just too expensive for me to buy as an investment. Buying for your team, I'm waiting for the T-Law announcement. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. But taking a look at the high-end market, man, this has been the biggest crash I've seen for the entirety of Madden 24. Yeah, we had a little bit of a market dip. I think it was when we got Campus Heroes and an overall boost, the high-end market crashed, but not like this, man. There have been cards at, again, that quarterback position, that running back position, because we've gotten Walter Payton, and we'll talk about Walter Payton. He's one of the cards that has crashed, but CMC came out, so running backs are in shambles. But man, cards have dropped hundreds and hundreds. I mean, Bo Jackson was like 275, 285 all weekend, consistently. I'd still argue he's the best running back in the game. You can buy him for 190K right now. And yes, I am buying a few for 190. I have like 10 or so that I've bought probably at a 195 to 200K average, hoping he kind of just rebounds back to 250K as a more realistic, reasonable price. I've actually already sold one for 239K unfiltered, but you can see my coins, man. I logged on this morning. I woke up at like 11 p.m., so like 30 minutes after the cards were already out. I had 13 mil on my account. I log on to Twitter. I see Andrew Luck. I go to the Discord. Everyone's like, oh my god, the market is in shambles. Should we be buying right now? And I go in the market, and I'm seeing Walter Payton, who was 700K that I bought on Saturday. I sold him last night for 500K. Because I didn't need him. I felt like I was just going to use Bo Jackson. Sold him back 500K last night. The man is 300K right now. And it's actually the cheapest training. It's like 40 per at an 89 overall for 300K. Really cheap training. How can I say no to a card that was just 500K 12 hours ago? And now he's 300K. So, and now the market definitely has rebounded a little bit since I bought some of these cards, more around like, the early afternoon, 1 p.m. my time. But there are still quite a lot of cards that have heavily crashed in price. Blonde Bomber, for example, was 420K, 450K over the weekend. The man's 230K right now. I bought like 10 of him probably for a 245, 250K average, hoping he just rebounds back into like 300, 315. I'll make my 15, 20K on him. Just like quick little flips, just buying the dip, buying the panic selling that is happening right now. Michael Vick, right? 400K, 425K this weekend. I was able to get some for like 265, 270K, right? Hoping he goes back up to 320, 315. Make my quick 15, 20K. But yeah, high-end market, man. If you've been waiting to buy some of these cards that were super expensive at that quarterback, at that running back, really there's even other cards. I've been buying Lawrence Taylor's for 300K all afternoon. Remember, he's already back up to 365K, but the high-end market just took a stinker today. And it's good because over the weekend, I think if you guys watched the Walt Weekends video uploaded on either Thursday or Friday, I talked about how I'm just not really buying over the weekends. I feel like the market still has to adjust. This is an adjusted market, man. Training isn't 50 to 55 per anymore. It's 40 to 45 per, and that's where it should be at after we get an overall upgrade, an odds boost across all packs. So yeah, if you've been waiting to buy some cards, if you want to buy some cards to flip, man, there's a bomb. You see right there, Blonde Bomber, 226k. 226k. I had to buy it. I had to buy it. So there's a lot of cards you go out right there, right now, and still buy for super, super cheap. Now getting into some investments, because those are more so, I mean, you could call them investments, buying cards super cheap on the panic selling, waiting for the rise back, but more just quick flips. I plan on selling most of the cards I bought today in the next 48 hours, hoping they spike back before we get all the new Gridiron Guardian 2 content, even Team of the Week content on Wednesday. Hoping to sell these cards either tonight or tomorrow or Wednesday morning. But 86 overalls, right? That is the talk. That is the overall of the moment, because they're going to be used in the Gridiron Guardian Part 2 sets Thursday, knowing we should get 4 champions. And I was waiting. I definitely did prematurely buy some 86s over the weekend for 105k and 100k. Luckily, I was able to do some Gridiron Guardian champion sets, Isaiah Simmons, Quentin Nelson, sell those guys back for 550, get my coins back on my 86s I bought over the weekend. But I only bought like 5 or 10 of them because I knew that we were going to get a drop in 86s either on Monday or on Wednesday with AKA 86 overalls or Team of the Week 86 overalls. And Team of the Week's definitely not as likely to get like a bundle topper, just because we didn't get the 85 bundle topper for Team of the Weeks until the last week of 85s. And I don't really see them putting out an 86 topper for Team of the Weeks when those cards can directly be used in the sets on Thursday for Gridiron Guardian. So I think they'll wait for the 86 Team of the Week topper probably like a week or 2 down the line. But that makes the 86 AKs right now a really, really good buy. And 86 overalls in general, but more specifically 86 AKAs, because these cards can be used, you know, for the next 2 weeks of 89 AKs. And you can buy these guys, and my target price right now is 90k and under. And I learned from the 85 Team of the Week market last week that, you know, as the day progresses, the prices continue to drop. 86 AKAs were 100k when these cards first launched, and people were like, are you buying or are you buying? I'm like, I'm waiting, right? I learned last week I was buying 85 AKAs for 95k. Right in the first few hours, I took a nap, I come back, they're 80 to 85k. I wait a few more hours into the evening, they're 75 to 80k. So honestly, 86 AKAs probably get down to the mid 80s by the end of the day, but buying under 90k is a super safe buy. Again, that's 450k you're spending on 5 of those, and I'm sure one of the 4 champions on Thursday for Gridiron Guardians will be going for at least 550. And we saw Simmons and Quentin Nelson go for 650 to 700k over the, you know, when they first dropped. 86 cards were going for like 135 unfiltered for the most part on Thursday. So like a reasonable, realistic price for 86 is like you buy them for 85k, 87k. They go up to 105 to 110 to 115k, and you make your, you know, 10, 15k after tax per card. Really like that. Again, I'm going to be targeting specifically 86 overall AKs, maybe even 86 overall Legends, just because they can be used in other sets, whereas Gridiron Guardians and Core Elites can only be used in the Thursday sets that we get every single week. But yeah, under 90k, that's like the max I'd pay, but try to target in the mid 80s. You should be able to get these cards in the mid 80s, and I mean, really, you could buy as many of them as possible. It's kind of why I'm looking to like sell off my high-end flips that I bought this morning and bought this afternoon, and try to sell them, because I'm going to take those coins and I'll put them all into 86 overalls, because they're just, I think they're just a really good buy in the mid 80s, man. Really good buy. Some updates on some LTD investments. I bought a Chris Jones last Thursday for 500k. Right now, 570, 585. Looking just to get 600k from them. LTDs are tough, man, because I want to keep this Chris Jones in my binder for 2 weeks. But if you look at my coins in the top right, I'm a little broke, and I want to buy some 86 overall. So I'm probably going to sell Chris Jones in the next 48 hours, even though I'm not going to make that much. And that's why I always mention, and here's, by the way, Daniel Hunter, 500k. I've actually sold mine for 500k that I bought for 417k. So I always mention, man, selling LTDs is all up to you and your situation. Because if you need coins, David Cash, by the way, 650. I think he's at the 750 on PlayStation. Bought him for 620. Got all the way down to 600k. Was busy with ladders. Didn't get the chance to buy him at his cheapest. But I always mention with LTDs, like selling off LTDs is all dependent on your situation, because you don't know how many coins you have. Like right now, if I had 13 million coins like I had this morning, I wouldn't be selling Danielle Hunter and Chris Jones, but I have 1.5 million coins, and I'm trying to buy as many 86s as I physically can, so that extra 1 million coins is, you know, gonna help a lot, right? That's gonna be 11 or 12 86 overalls in my binder. But that's gonna be all for this Market Monday. Still not really Team Diamond prepping that much. I mean, I'm like kind of buying 78 overalls, 79 overalls, and 82 overalls, but right now, my priority, my focus is on 86 overalls, and that's going to be the case until this Thursday. I'll more focus on Team Diamond investing over this weekend and early next week, when we hopefully get Team Diamonds at some point next week or in the next few weeks. But that's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.